1490 WLCX, real news and great conversation for La Crosse. Here's your Daily News Roundup.
For Civic Media News, I'm Connie Fellman. Madison police are looking for suspects accused of attempting to burglarize a woman's home over the weekend. The police department explained yesterday the victim found two men in her bathroom and was able to scare them off by throwing her cane at them. The two suspects were allegedly going through medicine bottles when she found them, but they ran off before police arrived. It's unclear if they got away with anything, but the woman was not hurt during the incident. The Wisconsin DOT wants to hear from the public about their Americans with Disabilities Act transition plan. The plan highlights efforts to improve accessibility on Wisconsin's transportation system. It also aims to find the specific barriers within their facilities and transportation infrastructure. People can submit comments through an online comment form on WisDOT's website until September 17th. One person is injured after being shot in the foot in Madison. Madison police responded Friday afternoon to reports of the shooting. When police arrived, the suspect had already run away. Officers determined the victim had been shot in the bathroom. They were taken to the hospital and are expected to recover. The incident remains under investigation. A kangaroo is on the loose in Columbia County after escaping from a trailer. It happened Sunday morning near Portage when 4 kangaroos were being transferred between vehicles. The Wisconsin State Patrol says 2 of the animals were hit by vehicles and didn't survive, while a third was recovered by the owners. The 4th kangaroo ran off near Wisconsin 78 and Interstate 39 and is still unaccounted for. Troopers requested Wisconsinites not pull over on the side of the road to look for the missing animal. Wisconsin is receiving high marks as one of the most enjoyable states. Finance website Wallet Hub recently ranked the most fun states in America based on several key factors. The states were judged on the price of movie tickets, access to national parks, nightlife, and more. The Badger State was ranked 16th overall. In case you were wondering, California had the highest score and ranked first. A Wisconsin prosecutor has declined to charge Elon Musk after a dispute over a $1 million giveaway during last year's state Supreme Court campaign. La Crosse County District Attorney Tim Gernke says the evidence did not show that anyone received money for voting or agreeing to vote. Musk first said the rally was for people who had voted, then clarified that people had to sign a petition opposing activist judges to attend. The State Elections Commission referred the case after the rally in Green Bay, and the original prosecutors stepped aside because of a conflict of interest. Attorney General Josh Kaul has joined a multi-state lawsuit over federal grant rules that affect public safety programs in Wisconsin. The challenge focuses on about $6 million in potential state funding for law enforcement and juvenile justice. The Trump administration is requiring states to cooperate with Homeland Security immigration enforcement in order to receive the grants. Kaul calls that an abuse of power, while the administration has not been quoted in the lawsuit materials provided. Wisconsin Republicans have nearly twice as much campaign money as Democrats as the November midterms get closer. GOP party committees have brought in $43 million, while Democratic committees have raised $22.2 million, according to recent campaign finance filings. Much of the Republican total comes from 3 major donors, Richard and Elizabeth Eline and Diane Hendricks. Democrats say more money may come in now that their governor's primary is over. Republicans say their fundraising lead shows the party is united and ready to compete. A popular country music star is welcoming UW-Madison students back to school in style. The Wisconsin Union announced Kane Brown will be performing a free concert for students on Saturday, September 5th, just days after classes begin on campus. Students can get their free ticket online, while non-students can stream the concert on Amazon Live. And that's your state news update. I'm Connie Fellman for Civic Media News.
A lesson learned. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports, baseball. The Brewers and Mets go at it again tonight at Citibank Field in Queens, New York. The Brewers losing in a close one in extra innings to the Mets last night, 3-2. Manager Pat Murphy pulled Cooper Pratt out of the game when he failed to take second base after a hit to right field in the 5th inning.
I know who this kid is. He's a great kid. It's not laziness, but you got to have your head in the game because these games like today comes down to Lindor's great catch or an errant throw or whatever. So you've got to be locked in if you're going to play at this level.
NFL, the Arizona Cardinals in Green Bay to face the Packers in a joint practice session before Friday night's final preseason game. Tight end Tucker Kraft getting more playing time each day. Is he any closer to getting a new contract?
It's good to see him out there. I mean, he's worked his tail off. As far as the contract goes, it doesn't have any really effect on that. And then no real updates there.
That's the Packers GM Brian Gutekunst. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
That's your Lacrosse News Roundup from WLCX. Find more news anytime at lacrosseeagle.com. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.